Does anyone else find it strange that 6'6" Michael Jordan won his sixth championship in the sixth month, in the sixth game, with 6.6 seconds remaining in the game? Now, Michael Jordan is my favorite athlete of all time, but I now know what athletes have to do to get to this position, and I'm going to show you. You see, if you want to get to the elite of the elite levels of Hollywood and athletics, you got to become part of their club. And Michael just happens to be a former member of a fraternity that turns out a lot of Masons. And while Michael isn't as open about it, Shaq sure is. Shaq has no shame about the fact that he is a 33-degree Freemason. And if he made it that high, well, then I don't think there's any doubt that he made it that high. Because there's no doubt that Michael is part of that fraternity. And that fraternity is just an easy stepping stone to the Masons. But I don't just think it's about becoming part of their club. I think there's a spiritual component to this. Because while Michael Air Jordan is just a clever nickname for someone who can jump high, I think there's more to that name than we know, because Lucifer just happened to be the prince of the power of the air. Because we see people like LeBron literally look like they're trying to summon spirits to them. And I think Michael was no different. I think he was just more discreet about it. And not only do they summon spirits to them, but I think they intentionally mock the ultimate spirit.
I didn't know he was going to be there, but I seen him walking towards me, and it was kind of like he was walking on air. I had to pitch myself as, is that Michael? Who? And it's like he was like Black Jesus to me. Like.
And while oftentimes Michael referred to himself as Black Jesus, all the other players did too. Larry Bird was even quoted as saying that wasn't Michael Jordan, that was God in disguise as Michael Jordan.
That wasn't Michael Jordan out there, it was God disguised.
In the game, in the second half, he ended up with 44, and I ended up with 12. So he outscored me 40-2. And as he's walking off, he's like, be sure and be careful, you never talk to Black Jesus like that.
But I don't think he's summoning Jesus. Oh no. I think he's summoning someone else. And I think that might just be why the number 6 follows him everywhere. But you can't just summon these entities without making some sort of sacrifice.
My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah. Appreciate
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right?
Now, you may not fully understand that you're living in a spiritual world and there's spiritual warfare and summoning going on all around us. I don't know about you, but that doesn't look human to me. And if it has eyes like a snake, and walks like a snake, and sounds like a snake,
The fear factor.
then maybe all those 6s associated with MJ aren't just a coincidence. And just for a little added bonus, if you didn't know, the Bulls just happened to be established in 1966. And their logo, when turned upside down, depending on how dirty your mind is, can see a few things. But what I see is some sort of pagan reading some sort of ritual book. But maybe that's just me. But as usual, all this was just for entertainment. I'm sure that was just a comfortable way to hold his hand while taking a picture. It was an artistic interpretation of a good picture. Entertainment value only. I know they don't summon spirits, especially not evil ones associated with 666. Entertainment only.